Kural is an abstract game with tiles and colors. This game is played in 4 modes, all included in the box. In the first mode, a central 5-to-5 grid is set up in the middle of the table. Players are dealt scoring cards and a scoring board. There is also a movement card randomly drawn at the beginning of the game, which defines the way players move and acquire tiles. On his turn, each player will move a tile to acquire others of the same color or get them without moving it first. He then scores points in that color. The allowed directions for moving and acquiring tiles is shown on the movement card drawn randomly at game setup. The winner of the game is the one who has scored the most points in each color and bonus points from his scorecards at game end. The second mode of Kural is played with a central 4-to-4 board, or 2 central boards for 3 or 4 players, and with an individual 4-to-4 board for each player. At the beginning of the game, players draw random color tokens and place them on their board to form a color pattern. Then, the first player draws tiles from the bag to fill the central boards. Players race to fill their boards with tiles that match the colors of their initial pattern, which was randomly set up at the beginning of the game. To achieve this, on his turn a player will be allowed to make one primary action and one secondary action in any order he likes. Primary actions include taking a row or column from the central grid and placing it on the corresponding row or column on their board, swapping positions between 2 perpendicularly adjacent tiles on their board, and swapping a tile on their board with one on the corresponding position on a central board. Secondary actions include changing a row or column on the central board, rotating a player's board 90 degrees clockwise or counterclockwise, or swapping position between 2 perpendicularly adjacent tiles on the central board. The first player who manages to fill his board pattern with the respective colored tiles wins the game. There are also variants of this mode with 5-to-5 central and player boards, and an interesting variant with circular central and players' boards. Which game mode you enjoy the most? Have fun with colors and patterns with 4 games in a box. Kural.